welcome to Wake Up and Makeup Monday. I've got a bunch of new products to try today. It's like 8 in the morning actually for Sunday for me. I want to try this new One Size Secure the Blur Makeup Magnet Primer. This, I don't remember if this came in like one of our BoxyCharms. I don't remember. Oh, it's got a tube. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of squirt it out and spread it on the face. I haven't even done my hair. Oh, it's hard to come out. I will tell you that it's hard to get out. It's like that hard kind of plastic. But yeah, so ignore the hair. We'll get there eventually. Oh, it's thick too. So it's hard to get out of the bottle, and it's like a, a thick formula. It reminds me a little bit of the Milk Green. I don't know what it was. It was like a primer, is from Milk Makeup too, but it's definitely like sticky a little bit. Like I can feel like it's gonna stick your makeup on there. Now whether it blurred anything or not, I don't know. I do have 2 creams on my face, and it doesn't seem to be pilling or like, you know, interfering with, like, I had like a retinol cream on, and then I had like a Milk Makeup, just a lighter moisturizer on over that. So that is good. So that was the One Size Blur Primer. I'm going to be using new, for my Sephora haul, the new Shesiedo Synchro Skin Radiant Lifting, what's this called? Foundation. I'm tired this morning, guys. I'm having my tea just to get me going. We'll also use the One Size powder today to finish our face. We're going to use the Wander Beauty blush. I have a Clinique Plum Pop that we're going to be using on our lips and for our eyes, which I'm super excited about. We're going to dip in for the first time to the Tarte Juicy palette, which this I'm super excited about. It's an absolutely beautiful palette. So in just a second, we'll open that up and I'll show you everything. But let's go ahead and get started with our foundation. Let's start there. So I have used this foundation before, and I'm going to show it to you. You're going to see it in an upcoming haul, a Sephora haul, and I like it. So there is the, well, my thing's dirty, but this is in the color 260 Cashmere is what I have. I am a little darker than normal right now, so I went with a little bit of a darker shade. Actually, my face needs to be tanned again. I've been using some tanning stuff, but I'm working with Octoly, and I have tanning drops coming in. So I didn't, this week I didn't put my foam, I have like a tanning foam, which actually I really like. I'm gonna share that with you. It actually makes my face more this color. Your face kind of rubs, that stuff kind of comes off pretty quickly. Like you're supposed to do the tanning foam, because it's like kind of temporary, every, like a couple times a week. So when I shower, I usually put it on after I get out, and then I look good, and it tans you right away, like instantly. But like I said, I have these new glow drops. I'm not actually even sure what they are or how to use them. I don't know if you mix them in with like your moisturizer. I'm not sure if they're just for your face or if they're for your whole body. So I'm excited to get them in and play with them and see what they are. And then it said it's a gradual tan, but you'll start to see it within like a couple of hours. And I don't want, I'm just gonna go down here and smooth things out. I don't want the real tan, because it's just too damaging to your skin. Look at how beautiful that Shesiedo is. It's such a good color for me. I was worried it was going to be too dark. It's so beautiful. I think it's more in like the neutral family. It's oil free, and it has a SPF 30 in it. I'm really excited about this. I've been watching Kinky Sweat use it. She just raves over it. We're gonna go right to the eyes. And she uses it quite often, and it's not very expensive. I think it was like 45 bucks, so it's a good deal. All right, let me open this up and show you this palette. It's kind of, well, if I put it like this, here, like this, you kind of have your like browns and neutrals, and then you have your like pink shades here in these 2 rows. And I've seen several reviews. People love this palette. So, oh, also the top that I'm wearing, isn't that pretty top? It's one shoulder. That came in a haul, a little clothing haul. I got like 4 items from this little boutique, and I'm going to show you that in a separate video as well. All right, first of all, I got my fingerprints on it, but look at the palette. It matches almost exactly my warmer. That pink, it's got that sort of pink, metallic-y pink, iridescent background, and then it's got the little daisies blown in the wind, and that I have that Scentsy warmer that looks just like this. Oops. Inside, it did have a little matching thing here. Here is the untouched version of this beautiful palette, and we're going to dip into the pink, the top 2 rows today. And I'm going to save those bottom rows for another day. I'll also do more on this one where I'll do like a full swatch, but we're not going to do that here. I'm just going to save that for another day and a whole nother video. That'd probably be a video in and of itself, right? So let me get a couple of my things here, and I'll tell you as I'm going. Actually, I'm going to stop and take a picture of the palette so I can show you what color I'm using as I use it. Hold on. All right, also off camera, I used the Stuck On You by the Beauty Crop as just a base on my eyes, and I just used the Natasha Denona concealer under my eyes. Sometimes I use concealer, sometimes I don't. I don't have dark circles, but I do have puffiness, which I used a Dr. Brandt thing for the puffiness, so I just used it. So it's starting to go down, but it's probably not gonna be down during the video. So, all right, let's get started. We're gonna start with the color Blossom. One of the things on here, that's this shade right here. It's a really pale, kind of light pink. One of the things I noticed is they do have colors in white up against this pink. You can barely see them. I don't know if it's on the, yeah, it is on here as well. It's hard to see on there too, so. But there are colors. So this is the color Blossom. Let me bring you guys a little closer. There. All right, so I'm just gonna go in, lay this down. This is a beautiful shade, a very spring-like pink, kind of a cooler tone pink. And I'm just gonna get that on the eye. It's really pretty. Every time I do my eyes with you, I see all the hairs that I need to pluck. It's really annoying. But I worry that you guys are like, oh my God, she needs your eyebrows done. And I do. I do. I don't know when I'll ever go back and get that done at this point though. A, because I've gotten used to not doing it. I'm just like fine living with my eyebrows. Even though I do like to get them done. And I think it's more like not going to the salon and getting it done, because I usually go there to get my nails done, and I haven't got my nails done. Oh, by the way, so I was using that Sally Hansen like hardening stuff on my hand, on my fingers, and my nails were doing real good. I took it off one night and I was going to change, like do my nails over and change polish and stuff, and I left it off for 2 days. All my nails peeled right back off. So I think it's like a fake fix. I don't think it actually fixes your nails. I think it just is there to harden them if you're wearing that stuff. Like gives them an extra layer of strength or something. All right, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous shade. Beautiful. Next up, my friends, we're gonna go into the color Rose. So that was Blossom. Now we're going into Rose, which is just a little, right there, a little bit darker, like a mauve-y look. I like that I can use this mirror here. And we're gonna get that a little bit more into the crease and darken it up. See if it makes much of a difference. Might have to layer it. It's a beautiful shade. Both of these shades are gorgeous. Yeah, it definitely is darkening it up, but they blend so nicely together. You can't really tell where one shadow ends and the other one begins. And they are like a little bit of a powdery consistency. I was trying to see if I could smell the palette, because usually Tarte palettes smell, but I'm not really smelling anything with this palette. If you guys have it, let me know if you're smelling it. Maybe my sniffer's off, I don't know. So that blended super. So it just gave us a little bit of darker pink. So, well, now what? I do want to go in with the color Dream Chaser on the outside, which is a darker color. It's a, and it is a shimmer right here, but I'm going to use that as the outer corner, and let's just see what we get, friends. Let's see if we can do it and make it look good, even though it's a shimmer I'm putting on the outside corner. It's falling. Do you see all that? So careful with the shade. Might be how I'm using it too, though. Push it in the middle there. I'm using a smaller brush too. This is the Nabla N2005. So this made a mess everywhere. Can you see here? In fact, let me get this off. Swept off nicely with no issues. And you can clean this up too by just going like this, straight up, and cleans up your side. So it definitely made a difference there. So we're gonna do the side and then we'll clean up that side too. I'm just kind of tapping it on, going up there, and there we go. Boy, does that shade make a mess on your face. It's pretty though. It's a pretty burgundy color, like cranberry color. Oops, didn't want that up there. Let's get this off. Oh, that one didn't come off. I should have done it differently. I got a little bit up here where I didn't want it. I'm gonna take that first shade back up here a little bit and just smooth that back out. All right, good enough. All right, so now I'm gonna go with my finger and I'm gonna use the color Paradise on the center, which is right here. All right, so this is the color Paradise, like a peachy pink. And we're gonna put that right in there. It's pretty. It's really pretty. Do the same thing on this eye. I'll just go back over with that dark shade. I'm not actually putting any extra on here. All right, now I do want to go in the inner eye with Water Lily. Let's see if I can find, I'll use my bling brush for this. Looks like it's got something on it. Let me clean that off. Oh, hold on. That was scary. I actually dropped the palette. It fell about 2 feet onto the ground and it didn't break. Everything's still completely fine. All right, so Water Lily is this white shade here. It's like a, it's still a shimmer shade, like a champagne-y maybe. Let's try it out. All right, there is a definite difference going into this shade versus the pink, but I don't know how well you guys can see that. The pink is definitely pink, and this is definitely like a creamy shade, but when you put them together, they kind of look the same. They really kind of favor each other. So I'll just leave that like that. I'll do the same over here. Just kind of go up in here, up in here, up in here. And take this shade right up here where I need to get my eyebrows done. Same thing here. You can see all my little hairs need to come out. I'm plucking those today. That's what I've been doing. I've just been plucking them. I don't know what you guys have been doing with yours. Okay. Back you up just a little bit. Okay. I'm going to go underneath the bottom of my eyes with the color Rose. That was the second shade we used right here. Right here. And put that on the bottom. I really like this color. This is a beautiful, beautiful color. The only thing is I wish there was like a darker shade in the rosy tones that was like a matte, but we only have the shimmery shades and really that are darker. So if I were to pull, I would say like, yeah, I'd like to see a darker matte, because I like to do like a liner after this part on my bottom to give a little definition. And we're just going to use that one shade with all the fallout. We're going to use that shade that, the darker burgundy shade for the bottom line. All right, it's looking decent. All right, so let's get a little, one of those other shades I'm looking for. Hold on, I gotta find it. All right, we're gonna use a flat Morphe. It doesn't have a number on it. We're gonna go back into Dream Chaser, that burgundy shade, and we're gonna line the bottom of the lashes. Just got it in my eyeball. I gotta back up sometimes to see like how it's looking. I think it's looking okay. But I have rainbows on my face right now too that I can see. All right. All right, there is this color brown here. I'm gonna put a little bit of that. That's called Luscious right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and just stick that right here at the bottom. Like, just like that. All right, I'm going back with Paradise, just get a little bit more of that pink pop. All right, we're done with the eyes. Almost. We have to do liner, lashes, and all that jazz, so that's coming up. I'll use my Tarte liner and for both the inner corner and then the top, because this is that two-sided one we got in BoxyCharm. I really do like this. It's a nice, it works pretty well. All right, I gotta do that off camera. All right, friends, there's glue on my eyes. They're still drying up. Too much glue came out this time. I did go ahead and do my bronzer. I used our Iconic London palette, and I used just the shade here for the bronzer. This bronzer's okay, but there seems to be like a little bit of a darkness right here, and I'm not sure. I do have a blemish right there, so it might be the blemish is like maybe the makeup is sticking to it. I don't know. Now that's dark. We're gonna have to play with this a little bit more and see what we think about that bronzer. Not sure about it. All right, so I do remember that I have to go with a light hand with this Wander Beauty. Remember, it was so light pigmented, which I love a pigmented blush, but dang. So we're gonna go in, and I'm gonna turn to the side and do it because I'm gonna look down so I can see what I'm doing. I'll put some of that over here. So pigmented still, even though I just used my fingers and I said no, it was pigmented, I still went in with too much. We're gonna need some powder on this baby. So much. And then this side, hardly. I gotta make a match. All right. If any of you got this Wander Beauty, it's just, I like it, but you gotta be so careful with it. It's not beginner friendly. Like if you're just starting out with a cream blush, and you've never used a cream blush before, do not go and get Wander Beauty's blush, because you're gonna be like a rosy popsicle girl. I don't know what that meant. All right, let's go in with this powder by Patrick Starr. I think I called them Patrick Ta. They're totally different. And that'll help lighten this up too a little bit. Let's set everything. Yeah. All right, I think I still want like a regular blush. a blush. Let's see if I have a pretty pink color I can use. There's a peachy one, or it's this one. Here's a pretty peach. Well, let's use it. For this, I'm using a Rephr 4. I gotta wash all my blushes. They are all dirty. Everyone. Well, I mean, they're like they're dirty in the sense that I haven't cleaned them in a while, but they're when I use them, I've wiped off the color, but they're stained. I don't know if they'll, when I clean them, if they'll come off. I need to go through them and declutter. I have too many. I need to just save like my faves. So there's a rainbow right here. I don't know if you can see it moving. So it's bringing like a lighter color and a patch on the cheek, which it's not there, but the rainbow makes it look like it is. All right, so I'm gonna line my lips with this Beauty Pie. This is kind of like a neutrally brown. We're gonna go over with that plum shade. And I am gonna put some, I think some Jaclyn Hill highlighter today. I was hoping to have my Jaclyn Hill blush. She came out with blushes and bronzer duos. I got to the site late because I worked at the office that day. There was one shade left, which I picked up. It was the first shade. It was like a lilac and it was like a lighter bronzer. Not the shade I would have bought if I had access to all the shades. And I think I might have picked up another highlight because she did come out with a couple different highlight shades as well. So you can't get the highlight shade from the quad that she sells anymore. That was a holiday release. Her packaging has changed as well. But you can get the, I'm trying to see where that is because I just used it the other day. You can get the highlight shades that I got. Here it is. This one is, this is an all over one, but it's not, she doesn't have this, her packaging is different now. It's like more square and rose gold. You can buy the shades individually that you want for the highlighter. Like I got a quad. This is really pretty. I really like, I think I might get some more of these. I really like this lipstick formula from Clinique, the Pop shades. I have Cheek Pop and blush shades as well, but this is it stays on. First of all, it stays on. Like when you put it on, it's a smaller size. I don't have to worry about these falling, like opening in my purse, which some of these lipsticks do, they make a mess. But this is number 14, Plum Pop, and it's a beautiful shade, and it's a really nice consistency lipstick. I really love it. All right, let me see if I can find the highlight I have from Jaclyn Hill. Okay, I found it. This is one of her like extreme highlighters. It's in the color Extra. It's a loose highlight. You do not need a lot. In fact, I know I'm gonna end up putting too much on my face. Let me see if that does anything. Like it's such a poppy, I barely put anything, so hold on. Watch. It's like a beaming, these are her beaming highlighters. They're so powerful. You just don't need much. Look at that. Oh, you could get in trouble with these highlights. I'm gonna just get it rubbed in. This is a loose powder highlight. So pretty. It is so pretty. They just blend into the skin really nicely. They're very, very, I wish I didn't have these rainbows in here right now just because you can't see, but here's what it comes in. This is in the color Extra, and it's gorgeous. You guys will see it more later because I'm going to be doing videos. You'll see it in the videos all day long, but that is plenty. I don't need to add any more. All right, let's spray. I'm using the Candy Cosmetics. Beauteous. All right, I'm gonna do my hair. I'll be back in a second. All right, guys, there is my hair completely finished. Thank you guys for joining me. I will have all the products I used today in the description box. The only one I wasn't sure of was the bronzer, that iconic bronzer, but the blush and the highlight really look shiny and pretty, exactly what I want. The eyes came out really beautiful. I love the lip color so much. So, if you guys like lipstick, I mean, not everybody wears lipstick, but a lot of people are wearing like glosses and things like that. And a lot of older women wear matte lipsticks because they don't go up into your crease as much, but these are really moisturizing. They stay on the lips. I found that they wear pretty well, and I really, really like the Clinique Pop line. I think I was introduced to them from the Two Orchids. I believe they've used them. So anyway, and then the blurring powder, or blurring primer, it was very sticky. I think it's doing what it's supposed to do. We'll see how this makeup wears throughout the day, and if it stays on my eye or on my face all day, then we know that it worked. I do really like his powder. Excellent, excellent powder. And then of course my highlight from Miss Jaclyn Hill is incredible. She's just, so there's two. So this is, I have a bigger powder from her that's like an all over like luminous glow powder that you use kind of like as a finishing powder, and that does have a little like highlight in it. And then I have these, which this one is the extra. I have a couple of these too. I gotta find them all. I don't know where they all are, but I'll be doing like a full review of all my Jaclyn products. If you're interested in Jaclyn Hill and her line, she had that mishap with the lipsticks, but I will say that I really have loved all her highlighters that have come out since. And I'll tell you what I think about her blush and bronzer when it arrives. I should have it, I think, on Monday. So probably when you guys are watching this. All right, guys, you guys all have a wonderful, blessed rest of your day. I will see you all tomorrow. And be sure and check in at 8 o'clock, Monday through Friday at 8. I post all my videos. You can follow me on my socials on Instagram at Southern Yankee 15. You can join our Facebook group page, which is also called Southern Yankee. There's a couple questions about where you found me and things like that you'll have to answer. And we have a lot of fun in there. There's a little bit of extra stuff sometimes in there, or sneak peeks, or help me with a thumbnail type of things in there that we don't get to do on YouTube. So I hope you guys join me in all those places, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye, guys.